Hey, what's up? Back here on the Big Trail with our recruiting insider, Otis Kirk. And before we get to the recruiting part of this segment, let's pay our respects to a couple of people who just passed away.
Yeah, Wayne Watson of Springdale passed away. He was a friend that, moderator on Hogville and stuff, nice guy. And then Janie Childress from Mena passed away. I just found out about that this morning. So it's just a couple of people I wanted to wish thoughts and prayers to their family, Drew. I mean, it's tough to lose somebody when they're not that old, and when they die, it leaves a void in people's lives. And my thoughts and prayers out to both those families. And there were some other families, I'm sure, this weekend that I saw on Facebook. They were losing family members, so it's a tough situation.
Absolutely.
I just want thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out as well. As far as recruiting, Martavius French, a kid who has committed to Arkansas. But in terms of the recruiting aspect with Martavius, he's a linebacker who just visited Tennessee. I understand that Mississippi State, Purdue, and Oregon, he's got his eye on a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be at Arkansas on the Auburn game. But here's the deal with what it's coming down to with French. It's just Arkansas hasn't offered his third teammate. They've offered Bryson Eason, but they haven't offered Tamarian McDonald. And if they don't, they're probably not going to get him. Arkansas is going to have to decide, do they offer McDonald or do they not? And to stay in the game, they may have to. So we're going to have to. This is not played out yet. This is still to be determined, I guess is the best word. 5 Hog recruits in the same game this past Friday. Carthage, Pleasant Grove. I was keeping a close watch on this one, as you were as well. Carthage, obviously, when you look at it, this is a win for Carthage. But Tykees Crawford, one of the guys that we kept an eye on as well. Kelvonte Dixon. Pleasant Grove had 3 defensive linemen in the 2021 class. These classes run together. 2021 class that Arkansas has offered, and other schools. But yeah, it was my understanding was 14-14 at halftime, and Carthage took control. Both teams were undefeated going into the game. Morris shows up in the helicopter,
Yeah.
Trailer was there for Arkansas.
In the trenches, Brady Ward, Dustin Fry had a chance to check out Brady. This is somebody who has changed his official date to visit.
Yeah, he's coming in now for the Mississippi State game in November. And he was going to come for the Auburn game, but he has switched it to Mississippi State weekend, and he'll be joined that weekend by another kid from Alabama, Mike Harris from Phoenix City Central, the same school that Monte Spivey's from. And this is a defensive back that Arkansas needs in the worst way, Mike Harris. But Brady Ward, getting back to him, he has got a lot of options.
Will Crowder. Let's talk about him because Joe Craddock had a chance to take a look at him. JaQuincy McKinstry is a cornerback, 6'2", 175.
Yeah, and McKinstry is coached by Patrick Nix, who is Bo Nix's father. And Patrick was the coach at Henderson from 1999 to 2000. I knew him. Actually, when my son left the U of A, Patrick Nix tried to recruit him to Henderson to play receiver down there, but Otis had a four-wheeler accident and crushed his leg and had rod in, couldn't ever play football again. But yeah, Coach. So I know Coach Nix a little bit personally, and he's a good guy. His son, quarterback at Auburn now. But Will Crowder came to camp up here, and I went to a funeral that morning, and I came back that afternoon at camp, Drew, and I'm looking out there and I'm like, who is this? Because Crowder wasn't there the day before. He showed up that morning, and I obviously wasn't there. And man, I look out there, and this guy is just throwing balls everywhere. He's got a strong arm. He's a kid that in 2021 class, and so is McKinstry for that matter. He's a cornerback. Those are both 2021 kids.
Savion Williams committed to Arkansas. How hard is that commit? And I also want to bundle this with Lyric Rawls, a safety.
Justin Stepp saw those guys play Friday night. Savion has had to move to quarterback because of injuries on that team. They started out 0-3, but they beat Lindale last week, and then they won this week, and they're 2-3 with him at quarterback, and won 2 games in a row. Their last 2 games. He's solid. He'll play wide receiver at Arkansas, but he's showing that if he had been a quarterback all along, this kid might be a quarterback in college. Lyric Rawls is 6'2", about 183, 85 pounds. Came to the couple of games up here, or come to a recent game in Arkansas. He's a safety. He plays some offense, obviously, for Marshall. I mean, you know, he plays both ways. But he's being recruited as safety, been offered by Arkansas and numerous other schools.
Check out hogville.net because you got much more on these guys. That was a busy weekend, obviously, with it being the bye week for Arkansas. They now get set for Kentucky October 12th in Lexington. A lot of work there from Otis Kirk, and so you can check out Otis's work there on hogville.net, as I mentioned. More of the Big Trail is after this.